Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Coffee Books. Here with another video. As promised, I'm trying to be consistent. And today I have a book haul, my first ever book haul. I know it's a tradition with a lot of booktubers to do book hauls, so I was like, you know what? It's always been a bucket list of mine. So I was like, I might as well do a book haul as well, considering the fact that I do buy quite a lot of books. So these are a couple of books that I bought quite recently for the past couple of weeks, the past month. So, like, you know what? Might not do a quick video about them. And hopefully, I do read some of these either this year or, next year. Because me, I'm very random. I'm very random with type of books that I read in a year. So I don't really have a plan on that. But yeah, these are the books that I'm very interested in reading. So, starting off with the first book, I have two books here that are actually Japanese literature, which I actually do like. I do like Japanese literature. I've read a couple of Japanese writers in the past, Murakami, and there's actually one author here that I've been reading as well. So, but this one is completely new. So, I'm starting off with one of the most popular Japanese writers, and that's Yasunari Kawabata, with his book Snow Country. And this is one of his most popular books as well. I heard this is, if you want to get into his writing, you read this book as well. It's pretty short and sweet. So, yeah, but I heard he's quite dense. He has a great depth. So, I know even though it is quite a short, I know that it's probably going to take me a while because I know that his books do probably feature a lot of I know his writing is very precise. I heard he's very precise, and there's a lot of deep meaning behind these words. So, yeah, and I know this book apparently is about a man who is in love with a certain woman, and he's trying to capture her love, something along the lines of that. So I'm not quite sure, but I think that adds to the excitement. I feel like books that you don't quite know short of, like you don't really know what it's fully about. I think that makes it more exciting because you get to know along the way. So, but yeah, Snow Country by Yasunori Kawabata. Another popular Japanese author. I actually read a couple of his books before, and I was like, I really enjoyed those previous books. It's time for me to get back into it, and that is Yukio Mishima with his book, The Temple of the Golden Pavilion. And this is also known to be like one of his best ever books. And I really do like Yukio Mishima's works. I read his first ever work was Confessions of the Mars, which was very good. It was like an autobiography type novel. That was very good. And the second one was The Sailor Who Fell from Grace, which was an incredible story. And I think the number one thing I really do like about Mishima is his prose, is his writing styles. His writing style is very like gorgeous. That's the perfect word to it. That's the perfect word to describe his writing. So, yeah, Yukio Mishima, The Temple of the Golden Pavilion. Now, going to the third book. Now, I actually went to Paris last weekend, and that was a great trip, one of my favorite trips. And I was like, you know what? I'm in Paris. I need to buy a book here. I need to buy a book in Paris. And I actually bought this book from a famous bookstore, and that was called Shakespeare and Company. Anyone that knows, anyone who's been in France and knows about Shakespeare and Company, is one of the most popular bookstores. And I was like, you know what? I need to buy a book here. I need to buy a book in France. And the book that I bought is a French classic, and that is by Stendhal, called The Red and the Black. It's another, again, popular French work. This is the first book that I've ever purchased from him. The first book that I'm actually trying to get into. And I read a couple of French novels, but my favorite so far is Count of Monte Cristo, which was this incredible read. So, but I heard that this is almost just as good. So, yeah, I know apparently it features one of the best protagonists in literature. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. Very excited to read this. So, moving on to the next one. This one is a complete random buy. I've seen it online a bit, but I was like, you know what? I might as well do a blind buy. I might as well just buy it. And that book is called The Madonna. So let me see. The Madonna in a Fur Coat by Sabahattin Ali. Yeah, hopefully I pronounced that right. Sabahattin Ali. Yeah, this is complete blind buy. I heard quite reviews about it. Apparently, it's a man who falls in love with a woman who's also an artist, and apparently it gets very intense, very intense. So, yeah, apparently it's a masterpiece, and I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot online on Goodreads and that. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just buy it. So, yeah, I can't wait. I can't actually wait to actually read this book actually. So, moving on to the last book, and this one is actually another author, same with Yuko Mishima, another author that I actually did buy. I actually did buy one of his books last year, and I'm trying to get back into it again. And that is a book by S.A. Cosby called All the Sinners Bleed. And this is a thriller novel. I think all his books are thriller novels. And yeah, I'm very excited because his first book that I've read was Blacktop Wasteland, which was a very good book, very good. That was like the first book I've read from him. That was a very good impression on me. The pacing, the story, and his characters were very good. That's what surprised me the most, because normally thriller books just focus on plot. But now his character work is very good as well. So I was like, you know what? Might as well go and buy it. And that's All the Sinners Bleed. It's about a cop who's trying to take down this serial killer in this small town. And yeah, I know it gets crazy. So, and I know S.A. Cosby, again, his first book, it was very fun to read, different twists and turns, and I know that he's going to do the same thing with this book. So yeah, S.A. Cosby, All the Sinners Bleed. So yeah, guys, that is my first ever book haul. Very excited to read these books. Hopefully I do more of these. I should do more of these because, like I said, I buy quite a lot of books. You know, the main things I do is reading and buying books. Those are my two favorite hobbies. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace. Take care.